Paul Cooke, impressive performance from your side this afternoon, a great result. What was your assessment of the display from the players?
Yeah, I thought first half that's as good as we've been for a long time. The way we turned the ball over and the way we front loaded defensively. Just the only scratch on that was the last play of the half, obviously, where they get a bit of luck with a tap back or tap sideways, so could have gone either way. So really pleased with the way the players applied themselves this week, and what we did from practice and practice field to playing field was was nice to watch for us. If we play like that we did in the first half, next week or the week after in playoffs, then we're going to trouble the team that we play. It's as simple as that. So I couldn't be more proud of that group today. After 8 or 9 games, when everybody said we couldn't, they have. I sat in a fans forum probably 10 games in, and they said, have we given up on playoffs? And I almost fell off my chair. And I think the players took that personally when I relayed that to them. So I couldn't be more proud of the whole group, the backroom staff, the volunteers, everybody at the club. From top to bottom, that's a special group of players, and a special Featherstone Rovers 2025.
Yeah, just say you've obviously secured a playoff place there, and a tumultuous start to the year, but yeah, what does it say about, you sort of summarised it, but what does it say about the group that you've got here, not only the players but everybody involved in the club, to sort of turn the early season fortunes around and you'll now play in the playoffs again?
Well, it says how special they are, not just the players that take the field, but the backroom staff, as I've said, and the volunteers. Can't function without Jed and Ian. It's as simple as that. From S&C, medical, volunteers, supporters, board of directors. It's been a really big effort because we've been on the end of some stuff that, as I said, at the beginning of the year when we didn't have halves and no back rowers, and we did it really tough. And you showed today that with one half, genuine half in Ben and Danny Addy just tagging along and helping out as best as he can in a position which is unfamiliar. It shows you just how far we've come as a group, because that Oldham team is good enough to win here today. I know they've left some players out, but if they play the full team, we're still going to trouble them with the way we played in the first half. So it's a really big one for us moving forward. Whether we finish 5th or 6th, we don't know until after next weekend. But one thing is for sure, we've done something that many people said that we couldn't do, which is get up off the canvas and make the playoffs, and I couldn't be more proud of that from everybody.
Just back on the game, you mentioned 2 weeks ago in the game against Widnes how frustrated you were with the start of the game to both halves. Complete opposite this time. How pleasing is that the players have taken that on board and fixed it up in such a short period of time?
Well, I had to. It's as simple as that, because you can't start either half of a game dropping the ball on play 3 and play 2. Otherwise you don't win a game, and it's as simple as that. They've not fixed it up inside 2 weeks. All they've done is value the possession of the football and finish on their own terms. When you sat 7 from 7 and you're 2-0 up, and then you're 10 from 12 and you go 8-0 up, and then I think we ended up 18 from 21 first half, and one of them was not failing to get the short dropout. So we didn't get our hands on the football as such. So to make 2 errors in a half of football is a massive achievement from us, and if we keep doing that, and which is what everybody strives to do, every team strives to do, then you'll be a handful for anybody. It doesn't matter who you're playing. So the credit for that goes to the players, because what was said in meetings this week and what was shown on video in terms of previews on the opposition and reviews that we spoke about of Sheffield last week, they've then taken onto the practice field and worked really hard on. And we spoke about how we needed to front load our defence and be shoulder to shoulder, because I thought we were soft last week defensively at Sheffield. We needed to be tough defensively, and to show the stats that we showed in the first half with regards missed tackles and keeping them into an area that we want them to kick from, the players was first class.
You touched on the half-backs already there. Danny Addy did a great job filling in, but Ben Reynolds, I think 5 or 6 dropouts from the boot today, and the composure and patience that he led the team with. Just a word on how the spine combined for that.
Yeah, well, Benny orders a performance today after last week. He wasn't great last week, and then obviously lets himself down bin, and then he becomes a red. So Benny orders a performance, and we got that from him. And I knew I would from Ben, because when the chips are down, Ben comes out fighting. And that's just the type of character he is. I couldn't be more proud of him today. I said that to him after the game. What he did today gave us a platform to win the game, in my opinion. Then everyone else chips in. Nath Wild was brilliant. I thought that we started the game with Gadwin was great at the start. And Jimmy Beckett, Jubby was fantastic 48 minutes before he comes off the field. So, we've got lots of great performances in there. Bailey O'Connor, another one, moved from right to left, so a little bit of upheaval there. So, as I said, I couldn't be more proud of the players, but I think it was led by Ben Reynolds today, who did a really good job of putting Oldham in positions which is really difficult for them to play from. And as you said, 5 or 6 repeat sets which are really calm, and calmness personified from a half-back that gives us field position and possession to build a platform to win.
Just lastly, you secured the playoffs with a game left. Bradford next week gives you a chance to sort of fine-tune things. How will you sort of approach that game, and are you looking for sort of more of the same and consistency in your lineup?
Well, there's some bumped and bruised players in there, so first and foremost we'll book the pool for Tuesday night and we'll recover. We'll make sure that we give the players every opportunity to be energised and ready to go at what is a small field at Bradford. With all due respect, we can go there without 2 half-backs if we need to, and we're likely to, in terms of the pitch size, and try and play a little bit of a different way. So we may well go back there the week after against Bradford in the playoffs should we not win and Halifax win. Now if we win, we go back to Oldham. So yeah, it is what it is. We're not bothered who we play and where we play them. I think from what I believe of our group now, I don't think many teams will want to play us in the playoffs now that we've secured it, because when we do get it right, as I've said today, first half shows you that we're some team to play against.